Hello, welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, if you'd like to subscribe, there is a button below. Also notification bell on the side. We have some big energies going on, collective. We still have planets in retrograde dealing with the past. We have the next 4 days is all about the energies you are going to accept, you are going to be connected to, you are going to be catapulted, rocketed by the 31st. The door is shut. So whatever you are still sort of entertaining mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, I suggest, or it is suggested in astrology, that you actually start cleaning that up over the next 3 days and being very, very, very cautious. Okay, let's see what the energies are today for the collective. Whoop. Getting all the tools, all the skills, having all the knowledge to move forward. But it is about having the courage and the confidence to just move forward, stand in your power, shine, be true to you, and anywhere, and this is about going with the flow of the universe and the rivers and the universal energy flow representing that. So it could be to do with all this retrograde, finally seeing things for what they are, who they are, where you're actually positioned in a situation, and yeah, so I'm also getting that, I'm getting a few different messages come in as I'm doing this. I'm also getting, it could be possibly a feeling that you are done and ready to move on and forward. It's kind of like where you're being seen and where you're not being seen. You know, there is an energy coming in for everyone, and I see clients all day, every day, and I do healings and readings and all sorts of things all day, every day. So I get to see current themes. It's even so interesting when I do readings or healings, I'll get the same, like all the Scorpios come in, or all the this come in, or all the Geminis come in, or something like that, all within the week. So there's something going on astrologically. So you start to actually see patterns and cycles and a collective consciousness that goes on. So it's really, really interesting. It's never only one person. It's a yes, wish fulfillment. What I'm getting here is an energy from everybody, but also the cards. People are done going over and over and over the same cycles. Now, that's what we're talking about with the next 3 to 4 days, and then the 31st, the gates are shut. If you are going to keep cycling and going over and round in the same situation, expecting a different result, you're going to get stuck in the loop, okay? Again, in like the South Node loop. And it's a not letting go type energy. And I'm talking even, that can be physically, that can be mentally, that can be emotionally, that can be spiritually. Now, we're all feeling right now, we are stuck in some type of loop or cycle that is never ending. And that can be you with your work, with spirit, with the universe, with groups, people, places, and situations. It's like that same old song that comes on that you know when you play a song 50 million times, and then you're like, oh, I cannot actually listen to that song anymore. But initially you really like the song and you kind of really stuck in it. I'm talking about energy. I'm trying to get you to feel and think and see energy by what I'm saying. So it's like a song, and you love it, and you're really excited, and it's doing something to you, and it's stimulating you. And then all of a sudden, it doesn't do that for you anymore. Well, that's the energy you're currently in. And I'm going to say this, the mirror's being held up to everyone about where you're being seen and where you're not being seen, and where you're being placed and where you're not being placed, okay? Now, I know that's harsh, but it is the truth and the reality, so that it's really clear for you about you know, where you lie in someone's life journey and your own, okay, where you're at. So I know myself, and I know in most people I'm seeing are feeling the same. There are certain cycles or loops that we feel stuck in. They are past South Node, and we're kind of really like, it's nearly intolerable to be in it. Okay, so this is you getting in your power. This is you like, you know what, I'm moving on and upwards and forward, and I can't listen to this song or this whatever. Even if that's about yourself, like a current cycle you're in with yourself, okay? It doesn't have to be about others or whatever. Yeah, deceit, deception, trickery, 10 of swords, 9 of swords, 9 and 10 of swords. Now, deceit, deception, trickery can be you deceiving yourself, decepting yourself, where you let others decept from you. Where do you let others ignore you? Where do you let people just breadcrumb you and walk away and get away with it, and you just keep cycling that? Where do you keep saying no and people just keep, they just like walk back in? Where do people not like listen? Where do people, whatever it is, you'll know what it is, what the issue is, because they're leaving 2 swords here all the time, or you are. And so this is why that it just keeps coming in and out and in and out and cycling through. Okay, so it's also self-sabotage. See, deceit, deception can be others doing it to us. If others are doing it to us, we're allowing it on some level. It's time for accountability now. And here's the other thing, to self. So you can get out of these cycles. It's because this is someone always getting away with something, or you're always letting them get away with it, or you're avoiding, or you've had that conversation 20,000 times and they still just keep doing it. Another thing this represents is someone with no boundaries. This is someone who feels they can walk in and out of your life, continuing the same situation, and nothing will be done about it. So, you know, but the good news is, and see, the 9 and 10 of swords is you're done. Like, you are completely done with the old narrative, with the old cycles, telling someone something, the same thing over and over. It is a 9 and 10 of swords within you, or this, you know, within this. So if you are feeling that, you are completely in alignment. You are supposed to be feeling that. That is on the verge of breakthrough, okay? That is, see the moon. The spirit never takes you into the emotions. Excuse me, I have to get a tissue. Spirit never takes you into the emotion, but has to take you into the deep, dark depths of emotion. What you're seeing, what you're not seeing. Yeah, a bit of a cold going on. Sorry about that, guys. And see this moon, deception again, illusion, delusion, and where you're caught up in this emotion. But I am really getting like, there is something here where, I mean, you are 100%, 1,000% done here. And it feels like cycles to me. It feels like you're seeing everything for what it is, and where you are and are not, and where others are and are not. So it's a very interesting read at the moment, but it's so important for this to come out, because I did listen to something the other day, and I'm telling you, the next 3 or 4 days is going to set your life, what you're, yeah. And then we got the A8 Lionsgate, the eclipse on the 2nd. So it's all about to go, you know. All right, yep, where you're putting work, long-term focus, where your focus is. Yeah, it's so interesting. You're seeing right now where people's focuses are. Where are they investing? What are they trying to solve, resolve? What are you trying to solve, resolve, okay? That is where you're putting your energy. And we've got the 2 of swords, and some of you are not seeing it. It's like you cannot see what's right in front of you because you're so caught up in other energies and situations. Be very, very forewarned that you may be giving all the attention to the wrong people or the wrong things, and something very good may slip away. That can be this too. And you'll be like, oh, I really wasn't paying attention where I probably should have been. Healing. Yep, 10 of Cups. And look, agendas and people's true agendas. We are about to see people's true agendas, and therefore everything now with this moon card, with this deception, is going to be a mirror. That's it, what illusion is. Delusion. When you think you're putting in a lot of effort or no, Spirit said cancel that. It's where you've allowed yourself to be taken for granted, or where others are taking you for granted. Honestly, I just heard it from Spirit. That's going to be the theme. And it's not to get you in a lower frequency. Spirit is trying to wake you up from cycles. Spirit is like, and this is why you're feeling it. The reason you're feeling it is because Spirit's feeling it. Because Spirit's feeling what you feel, and vice versa. Spirit is trying to bring home where you are taken for granted and where you take things for granted. Where is something standing right in front of you and you're paying attention to everything else that isn't? So I'll give you a great example. My grandfather used to say, "What the squeaky wheel gets the most oil." So where are you feeding into negativity, negative people who are not giving, etc., 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 not on the positive side of your life? And where are you pushing the positives to the side? Doing the things you should. It's like a redirection. Got it. Like a breakthrough of a redirection of your focus, your intention, and where you're putting your energy. Because especially over the next 3 to 4 days. So if you're going to be stuck in this dealing with toxicity, negativity, where you shouldn't have your energy, time, and attention, that's where you're going to be launched. If you should be over here smelling the flowers, sitting around peace and tranquility and supportiveness or happiness or whatever it is, or that's where you're going to be. And you are going to have that realization within yourself of people, places, and situations. There are people who are not going to go forward. They are not going to change. They are going to stay in the same cycle. And that is what you're being shown right now. People are showing you exactly right now the patterns. They're not changing because they're fully in it. And they'll either wake up from it, should have by now, or they won't. It's that simple. Yep. Making a decision to the higher path. See, this is being this is being seen. This is being given to equally. This is on the same page. This is equal reciprocity. That's the opposite of being taken for granted. Okay, and what you do. Look at this. See, illusion, delusion, where this person's not noticing the Leo, the Lion card. Well, doesn't mean Leos, it just means this. See how the back's turned? They're not even noticing what they're giving to is a waste of time. Why are you giving to things? Why are you feeding into things and you can't see it. This person can't see what they're doing. It's like when people, I'm looking for that, and you're like, look down, look over there. You know, it's got that energy. This person's not even noticing what they're doing. It's a plant. Use the plant analogy. Spirit said, whatever you're watering, your water is your energy, your thought, your time, your energy. Whatever you're watering right now, negative or positive, is what will grow, is where you will go. The more time and energy and effort and you put in with something, negative or positive, is what will eventually trump, will become, because you're feeding it more. It's very, very simple. And putting the past behind you, the wounded warrior, on this deception. So this is you, collective, so done of cycles. Now that could be cycles you have with other people are doing with you. You are just, I'm so done with this energy, this cycle. Look, see, you're only going to be, you just put your head down, you just focus on yourself, do your work, do your trade, and give to the right people. This is about giving to the right people. And people who don't, you know, yeah. It's like the big lesson. The lesson could be giving to those who actually deserve it. And if people are if you're doing all the work and people are turning their backs, giving attention to other people. So I could read that two ways. You're doing all the work, putting in all the groundwork, the long-term work, the stability, the security for them, or giving or whatever. And they're giving to other people, you know, victims over here, you know, now. Be very careful, be very cautious right now. And we have to bring these warnings out because this is the job. Our job is to elevate you and make you aware of a major transits. Because I'm telling you, when I say the gate's going to shut, the gate's going to shut. It's like when someone sees something for the truth of what it is or what's been happening, the gate is shut. And people are in confusion now with past and future, and that's the test. Healing, the Emperor, making a final decision. 10 of Cups and where you're being nurtured. This is really about, choices, lovers, agendas. Yep. Higher, lower paths. Now, lovers doesn't have to be a lover. It could be groups, people. It's like all these people have their own agenda in a connection with you, or vice versa, or choices or decisions, right? And this seems to be about happiness, home, relationship, commitments, 10 of Cups, and who is really stable, nurturing. This could be someone also, or you, in conflict of still who you want, or what you want, or who or what they're choosing. Emperor? Yeah. What is the wish fulfillment? Again, this is overflowing energy. Where are you putting your energy in, and what to? 5, it could be causing the conflict in your life. Heavy reads. Yeah, see, King of Wands and Knight of Wands is very fiery, very passionate, very wanting to put forth their like, this is coming in full force, standing up for themselves, or coming in full force, or standing one's ground, or coming, it's warlike. It is warlike. See this? 2 of Swords. Now that can be towards, I feel like, okay, I got it. I feel like the King of Wands with the Knight of Swords is an energy of when male, female, doesn't matter. It's coming to a head. It's building so much, because the Two of Swords is I can't hear or see your side, or I don't notice. I didn't notice that, or I don't want to, or I'm not negotiable. It's shut out. I can't see it. And whatever that Two of Swords is, or whatever that block is, or whatever someone cannot see what they're doing or what they're investing their energy and time into, that's about to come to a head. That is about to blow. For good. For good. We're not talking blowout as in I'm done, I'll get over this in 3 months. There are complete and utter, when something, when something blows up and they're like, you're gonna have to chuck it out. Because Temperance is coming in. Magician, and what is stable. Who is putting in the work here, and where this theme is so obvious. Universe is trying to wake you up, or vice versa, or you to you, or whatever, and they're asking you to really reflect, because 9 and 10 of Swords, 5 of Swords, Wounded Warrior, Moon card is completely and utterly done. Breaking point. Done. And it seems to be about you putting in the work and giving, that nobody, someone who's very stubborn or cannot see something, or you, or cannot see what they feed into, or cannot see another side of a situation or something like that. It is. And you're being made very clear here. It's like, it can be as simple as, see the reset, the star. You're like, yeah, nah. A message, I'm done here. A tower, I'm moving on to where I am appreciated, where people actually want to feed into me and flourish me and feed into good things. I'm telling you now, there are certain patterns in people right now, friendships, groups, work, even work. You're at work and the boss always says they're going to make changes, or a certain employee says they'll stop doing X, Y, Z, and it's never going to happen. Whether it's a group, a friend, you may put boundaries in with someone and they just keep smashing through those boundaries, right? You might have said no to something and that person just does what they're going to do anyway. It could be something where you're witnessing what people actually feed into, and that is their priority over what they should be feeding into. And that could be just you with you, See, these are the reason this is message, I know it sounds harsh, I know I cop it for being harsh, but I am the truth speaker. It is my job to speak truth from spirit, because spirit's the fates are about to change, gates are going to end, and the high priestess is delivering the message from the higher up. Like, this is serious. This is imbalanced. Where is this imbalanced? Where is this person's focus? And they're down on the lower. Now, whether that's you just looking at the negative rather than the positive, or you feed into where you shouldn't, and you should be looking up here, whatever this is for you, I am here, Spirit is here to give you the biggest warning of your life. And I know you don't like it, and I know you don't like me delivering these, and they're all harsh and triggery, but that comes with the job. High Priestess does not deliver nice, fluffy messages. It is direct divine truth to wake you up, to protect you, to make you finally see. They can bring in the harsh realities, bring in the harsh truths, We cannot make you see, we cannot make you hear, we cannot move you. These changes need to be done. I know, I can say a few things like, we've all had those conversations with people or drawn lines in the sand or said no or yes to certain things, and these people are just, what? And unfortunately, when that continues over and over, one day you just grab that cord out of the wall and you just pull the plug. And you realize there is nothing more that you can do, say, and that those people are showing you. Believe what people are showing you. Believe where you see people's time, energy, thoughts are invested, and what that is where they're at, or that is who they are, or what they want, or the cycle, or the energy, or the frequency. That is what they are invested in. And let's do the moon flip. Where are you investing in that you're completely done? Star card, blessing, wish fulfillment, releasing things. And that could be releasing things from the past that were your wish fulfillment, or things where you thought you got happiness or support or this, and you're like, you know what? That doesn't feed my soul anymore. And when people pull the plug, they have, like that, they've gone to, they've got nothing more in them to do, say, be. They're just like, and they're like, they can just see there's an endless cycle that's not going to end, but it's also really your soul's empty now with those situations or something within you. So if your soul feels empty, you're not getting anything from a situation and it doesn't seem to have changed, or you're being taken for granted or overlooked or overheard, or you've had that same conversation with someone over and over again, I would say by the 31st, it's all over, Red Rover. So, big decisions. And forget about the outside world. This is about your inside world, okay? This is about you, okay? And the changes you want to make in your elevation. Okay, where are you going and what are you taking with you and what are you not? And I'm not talking about people, I'm talking about old programs, old patterns, old cycles that you are just 100 completely % done. If I said to you now, oh, do you want to continue that being overlooked into the North Node? You go, no. Oh, do you want to continue that into the North Node, like pack that? You'd be like, mm-mm. It's very, very, very clear within you if you ask that to yourself. So like when you're cleaning out a house, and you're like, when you clutter and stuff, you're like, oh, am I going to use it? What's the rule? Somebody told me the rule and I can't remember it now. I didn't listen. It was like, have I used this in the last 12 months or will I be using it in the next? Anyway, it's the same thing. I'm hearing the golden rule and I'll have to ring that person and go, what was the rule? And write it down. So yeah, it's kind of like, if you're really feeling that 9, 10 of swords, 5 of swords, and moon card and 9 of wands, I mean, that's just, it's to the point, Spirit said, of no return. Whatever you're going through, whether it's a belief system, cycle, a conversation. It is the point of no return, and it is like the plug just gets pulled out of the wall, and that you cannot re-plug it once someone's hit that point. And I think a lot of things are getting to that, and a lot of people are going to get some big shocks. But we've got to remember, it's alignment to elevation of the new you, which is what you have been asking Spirit for. And I know I'm going to cop it for this sort of stuff, and this is the harsh truth and realities that we are all facing. I'm just the messenger that has to deliver it. Well, and it isn't a time at the moment for illusion and delusion and fluff. It's not. That's basically what the universe is saying. In astrology, you listen to any astrology, any prediction, they are bringing harsh warnings to you. And then that entails your karmic energy that goes around comes around, and that's the cycle of life. All right, I'm going to go because I've got to start work. It is hard, it is heavy, you are being pummeled by the universe, and it will be the biggest awakening, clearing, breakthrough that you've ever had. It'll move you out of those things you're so done with. Okay, in your heart and soul. Okay, take care. Bye.